Alright, it's awkward occurrence for awkward entertainment. So we're going to be getting into Letecia Stauch and how she's not guilty of murder. And this is going to be very short because I have a whole entire catalog of videos about Miss Stauch and Miss Stauch's innocence that you guys can go check out in my video library. That way, I don't have to make this video 2 hours long talking about something I already talked about in great lengths almost a year ago. Almost a year ago. Go check out the videos. Go under Gannon Stouts live streams in my playlist. But let's get into this. Can you prove it? Now, can you prove Letecia Stauch stabbed, shot, and beat Gannon with a blunt object? Well, no one can prove she shot him. Cause there's no sign of a gun, stabbed him. There's no sign of the knife. The blunt object hit him in the head with a blunt object. The blunt object is in question. It's in question because Gannon and Gannon's father would always play around in the garage or do little I guess workshops in the garage. However, Letecia Stauch claimed it to be. And I remember something about a neighbor leaving a Facebook message saying the same thing about Gannon and his father playing in the garage and Gannon bleeding and Gannon bleeding through the house from the garage through the house. The same way they would have found blood leading from Gannon's room to the garage, and they claim Letecia dragged his body. It's the same way he will walk around with bloody feet from the garage to his room. So, can they prove it? Well, no, because there's no blood in the trunk of her SUV. There's been no blood in the trunk of her SUV. Which I'm surprised they would ever get an arrest warrant, when there's no blood in the back of the SUV. They didn't find any carpet that she rolled them up in, no plastic, no nothing. The bit about the burnt carpet, Gannon burning the carpet and the carpet being repaired. In the affidavit, it states if you look at it, it states something like the carpet was repaired. And there were repairs done on that carpet, and they found some rolled up carpet in the closets. So somebody did something with the carpet. I don't know if it was Eduardo or was it Letecia or somebody else. You got that Eduardo story. Only reason the Eduardo story makes sense is because the carpet was repaired. All right, let's continue. Again, can you prove it? No evidence. Went through that. That's Letecia walking in. She doesn't look like the same Letecia as in her photos before she got arrested. She just doesn't look like the same Letecia. Just look like her evil twin witch sister. Look like her evil twin sister. The cheeks are sunk in. They look like she weighs 30, 40 pounds less. That's all I wanted to say about that. Here go Gannon and Harley. This is a younger version of Gannon and Harley. If you look around the internet, you will find older pictures of Gannon. And Harley is on YouTube. Is she on TikTok? She did some biblical inspiration chat yesterday, or whensoever she did it. I can't really remember what she talked about in it because her voice it is so high. She was talking a little fast. Um, I guess she had a hard time remembering what she wrote down. So you kind of gotta talk fast to get through the set. You gotta talk fast to get through the scene. Use a high voice, smile. I don't know. People always complain like why are you smiling so much? Your mother murdered your brother-in-law. They always complain about that. I don't see it as a complaint, but that is a great question. You know, why your demeanor doesn't match the situation. And in some in some videos of hers, why your demeanor doesn't match the emotion that you're going through or should be going through or talking about or talking about. Like when she was talking about Letecia in her recent video, when she mentioned Letecia and Gannon's name, really wasn't any emotion. So I guess if that's who she is, that's who she is. But let's continue. Why is Letecia Stauch not guilty? Well, they can't pinpoint her to Florida. I know they can't do that. None of her rental cars pinpoint her to Florida. One of those rentals, they couldn't lift GPS data. I believe so. Her truck, somebody did a trick with her truck that makes that makes you not able to trace it. Like someone did a trick with that truck for her to go off the grid for over an hour. The same day her and Gannon left on the January 27th, that same morning, she goes off the grid for over an hour. I believe Gannon wasn't testing anyone during that time. And then that's when she comes home after one. She goes to Petco. We all know the story. But then she comes home. And then here comes some questions. And then here come the questions. Did or didn't Gannon get out the car? We got the neighbor saying no. We got the police saying, neighbor say no. But the police say yes. We're not sure though. We're not sure, but we're going to write up this arrest warrant and take her in. Even though we don't know who got out the car, and even though there's no blood in the trunk of the car. It was also curious, they found her blood and Gannon blood on her shoe. Like, was that the shoe or the light socket? I don't have the affidavit in front of me, but they found her blood and his blood on her shoe. Now, why is his blood on her shoe? Or even in the light socket with her blood or with somebody else's blood. Like I said, I have tons of videos about this case in my library. So let's continue. Do I want to say anything? It's going on 7 minutes. Do I want to say anything else about this? Do I want to say anything else about this? Not really. Not really. Anything. Nothing. All right. So that was simple. That was a very simple video. Very simple rant on why Letecia Stauch is innocent of murder. She confessed to crime online. I take it as a confession, unless you think she's crazy. She confessed she has something to do with Gannon disappearing, but she's not the one who murdered him, and she shouldn't be the only one in jail. Something about some shady business deals her husband had going on. Her husband, Al Stauch, his shady business deals, which we will find more out about as this case gets started. So this upcoming year, we will see more of her in court this upcoming year. We have to. It's going to be some twists and turns, I believe. I don't believe she murdered this kid. I don't believe it. I'm starting to think he was kidnapped when she was out. And if he wasn't kidnapped when she was out, then somebody took him. Like she said, somebody they know took him for whatever reason and killed him. And she's not the one responsible for his murder. She may be innocent in this after all. Like, she may be 100% innocent. She may know something, but she didn't set up him to be kidnapped and murdered. She didn't pull the trigger. She didn't stab him. No one's tripping like that because their husband is trash. No one's going to kill this kid. No one's going to kill their stepson because the husband is trash, doesn't pay attention to them as much. Whatever the case may be. All that Google search she was doing, all that Google stuff she was doing. Like, come on, really? Come on. Trash excuses to ask as to why people think she murdered him. It's just trash. So leave your comments. If you think she murdered him because Al wasn't paying her no attention, or because she thinks Al may have been cheating. Now leave your comments. Now she got so bitter that she wanted to hurt Gannon. Right. Okay. But can you prove it? Well, no, they can't prove murder. They can't even prove she kidnapped him. Unless they change their story and say he never came home. But they're not going to change their story. They're sticking to their story with very little evidence. And this is the saddest comment I get. This is the saddest comment. People would say, well, they got like over 100 witnesses that's going to testify. They got over 100 agents, this and that agent that's going to testify. Yeah, they're going to testify what? That they were there and saw everything that Letecia did or didn't do. They saw the murder. They saw whomever took the body to Florida. They saw all that. Nah, they're just going to testify to what job they did. Like, I was the one who sprayed luminol on the walls and saw blood, or I collected this evidence. Alright, this is Awkward Occurrence or Awkward Entertainment. I'm going to get up out of here, and I will see y'all in the next video.
In the Circuit Court for the 9th Judicial Circuit in and for Orange County, Florida. State of Florida versus Casey Marie Anthony. As to case number 2008 ZF 15606-0. As to the charge of first-degree murder, verdict as to count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, so say we all, dated at Orlando, Orange County, Florida, on this 5th day of July, 2011, signed for person.